It's Valentine's Day and a package just arrived for me from my Valentine, and I'm gonna open it right now. I have the sweetest husband in the world. He sends me flowers to my work every year, and he always sends me a really sweet note, and I'm not gonna read it, but he's so sweet. So I'm gonna give these flowers some water right now, and I'm so glad I get to display them on my desk. Now that Valentine's Day is over, I'm gonna have to take down all my hearts and the pink and red stuff all over my classroom. My garland up there, I'm gonna have to take that down, and I will have to change up the hearts that I have on the screen all the time. But I already bought some new garland to put there, but I think I'm going back to like my blue theme because that's already blue, and I'm ready for it to be blue again. But I really did like the pink and red. I'm gonna save all these decorations though, like even the hearts I cut out, because I cut out a bunch of hearts. I still have more to take down, but all of this I'm gonna save for next Valentine's Day. Good afternoon. It is Monday, and I am running on 3 hours of sleep. I could not sleep last night. I woke up at like 2:45 and couldn't fall back asleep. It was super weird. And I tried some new heatless curls. Right now they just look crazy, but I really want to try this again and see if I can make it look better. Like this side looks pretty good. This side looks just kind of weird. But yeah, I slept for 3 hours last night, and I had these curls like in my hair, and they were pretty uncomfortable. But I keep seeing them all over TikTok, so I wanted to try them because it gives you really cool results, but I just need to work on them more. I didn't post a vlog last week because it was kind of just not an exciting week. Like nothing really happened. We were just testing all week. So yeah, there was nothing very exciting. I did make a summer backdrop for the principals one day, and I'll put a clip in so you can see what I did. But I'm gonna put some stars. Since I took down all the hearts, I'm going with stars for my next theme, I guess, because I like stars, and I wanted blue, since I'm going back to blue themes. So I made these, I printed them out and cut them out, and I'm gonna put them on this door right here. This one. Here are all my stars. I'm gonna make a constellation out of these, and then these I'm just gonna put in random places, but I thought they were really cute. It's the next day, it's Tuesday. I wanted to show you guys the heatless curls did better today. I still have some wonky pieces, but it does give you like a lot of volume at the top. This heatless curl method is like the overnight blowout, but I do like how the majority of the hair looks, but I just need to figure out how to not get a few weird pieces. So I'm gonna keep trying. But today I've just been working nonstop. I mean, I'm always working at work, but today it's been like a lot of computer work, getting a lot of documentation for the end of the year, because it's getting there, getting close, and the art teachers have to put together a lot of documentation as proof that you like met all the criteria throughout the year. I have to kind of like make a PowerPoint of all this criteria and make sure it has all the right documentation. So it takes a lot of time to get all this documentation together, and I would have already loved to have this done, or a lot of them done, because some of the criteria, like we haven't met them yet because we haven't done that activity. But I wanted to start, I think I can get like 5 complete, but the other ones I want to like start them so that I just have to add the last bit of information at the end. I know I'm not making much sense, but it's just a lot that I've been doing on the computer today. And I did do a few organization things on my desk that I'm really happy about, make me really happy, so I wanted to show you guys. I have always been at a loss as to where to put my stuff, like my backpack, my water bottle, my lunchbox. And I decided to put it, because I don't like having it behind me, because I don't like to see my lunchbox, like on the little, on this little desk thing. So what I did is I already had this basket and it was empty, so I put them under my little desk here, my sticker desk. There's a mess on top of it, but my sticker desk, this is where I keep like stuff that I need to work on like that day, like this book that has like notes and my to-do list, like that goes here. And then I have my backpack, my lunchbox, and it's like kind of hidden, which I like. And then this file cabinet, I spray painted it white, but I just didn't know what to do with that. I know I wanted it, but I just didn't know what to do with the drawers. And then I got some of these file folders. I think that's what they're called. And I'm so happy with them. I made all the labels and everything. Oh my gosh, it's so much nicer to have everything in folders like this than how I had them before. I just had all this stuff in there and it was a pain to get to, and now I can see exactly where all my stuff is, like grades. This is the assignment we're working on this week. I level 1s, just had to write one right now. Forms I need to sign, art club stuff, like everything is here, and it's so nice to have it organized. It may not look like the prettiest. Like there were definitely cuter file folders at Target, but I am so happy that my life is a little bit more organized in this space. I also brought this little sticky note holder because I go through so many sticky notes, and now I have a little compartment for them, and I got all blue sticky notes because that's my favorite color for sticky notes. So now I have this, my little space right there. This is what we did a few weeks ago. I hadn't shown it yet, but we did white color pencil on black paper. 6th and 7th grade did ice cream, and my 8th graders did skeletons. But oh my gosh, they're so cool. It looks super unique and very impressive, and it's difficult. It's difficult because you're working in reverse. You're not shading, you're highlighting. So it kind of tricks with your brain a little bit. I feel like this assignment they're very proud of, and that always makes me really happy. So really like this assignment. I need to take those green papers off of there. Power outage out of nowhere. You can't see it, but I was in the middle of cooking and doing the dishes. And there's no power. And Betsy's right there, but you cannot see her. It's Thursday. Thankfully, yesterday the electricity turned back on. It was only out for like 3 hours, but still I was worried it was gonna be off all night. And it was a hot day yesterday, so I was worried we were gonna be like really hot. I was trying to get a lot of stuff done last night. Like I was in the middle of cooking when the electricity turned off. I was doing the dishes. I wanted to clean the whole kitchen, and then it was just like black. And I was like, what? Like there was no storm, like there was no reason for it. I don't know why it happened, but it turned back on. But today I want to show you guys something, a display I made outside, and that I'm very excited about, and the assignment that we're doing this week. So let me show you what we did this week. This week we were working on a group grid, so every class gets a picture, and they don't know what it is, but they get a picture. This one. I made these little tiny folders so that I could make sure that all the pieces are organized, because this assignment is a lot of work on my part. So it's a deconstructed grid, and this grid is going to be very large. So every student had to do 3 pieces of this grid. It's pencil only. And what's difficult about this assignment is that like I have to, one, make the grid, cut it out, number them, and then every student gets a little tiny piece of paper. It's like this big. Now when they finish, they have to give it to me, and then I have to make sure that those pieces get discarded, and then I give them the next piece and I have to number it. But the numbers on the back of each little picture have to correspond with the paper. So like if the number is facing this way and the paper is straight, then it messes up the picture. It's a puzzle, so the pieces all have to fit correctly. So, and then I have to collect all the pieces and make sure to keep them organized in their folder, as opposed to them just putting their artwork in their portfolio. And then I keep track of how many each student did. So each student got 3 grades this week, because each student had to do 3 grids. And when they're doing this, they don't know what the picture is until I put it together if the class finishes, and then I reveal the picture in front of the class. And not every group finished. So 5th period, like I still have a few that I'm gonna work on for this period. 1st period did finish with the help of another class. They helped them finish. 8th period finished, and 6th period finished with the help of another class too. But I have 2 classes in here. One was actually in color, and I was very excited about it, but there are too many pieces left even for me to finish. And then this one was gonna be so cool too, and unfortunately this one's not going to get finished either. And every year that I do this, there are a few classes that don't finish, but thankfully I'm going to have 4 that finished. My group grids are like these. So this was like my 2nd year of teaching, but this was last year, so every student had a little piece, and then when it's put together it looks super cool. But it takes a while to put this back together. Next week, when they're starting to work on their next artwork, like independently, I'm gonna work on puzzling back together their pictures, because they've already asked me like when is it going to be put together, because they want to know what it is. And so I'm going to start working on that beginning of next week, because I will not have enough time today to do that. And I'm going to show you what I did outside
in the hall. I covered the wall with some blue butcher paper, and I cut out some letters that said Red Cat Art Gallery, and I just kind of made my whole gallery look a little bit nicer and blue. And then I displayed my students' narrative panels that they did. These are so cool. So they had to choose from 7 different plots that I gave them, 7 different story plots, and then how they interpreted it was up to them. And then it was just black outline. And, you know, they could have their story plot be like an animal that's the subject, or a person. How they drew it was up to them. But they really enjoyed this, and I thought that their panels came out so cool, and I really wanted to display them. So I'm very happy with how my art gallery is coming along. For this assignment, I'll show you guys the end result once I piece them all together. I'm on a walk, and Balto's outside. And I don't like when he goes outside. Like, I prefer he just stay in the house all the time. But when he is outside, I just like to believe that he just stays in our yard. And I've seen him twice in other neighbors' yards. He was like on top of someone's Jeep, and then when I walked past again, he was like under someone else's car. Like, oh, such a traitor. leaving my yard and going to other people's yard. And I kept trying to like call him to come back into my yard. He just has to go be on his own, do his own thing. But I don't like seeing him in other people's yards. Decided to come home, did we? Yeah. Oh. You might go into other people's yard, but this is your home. Here is my skull that I was working on. The idea is that it's an octopus, like inside the skull, and these are its tentacles, but it's really bad. Like, I feel like the shape of the skull isn't that bad. Like, I think I did a good job with the shape, but I tried to make it fade from red to dark blue to light blue, and that just did not work. And it was so embarrassing because, like, the art teachers that were next to me, all of theirs looked so good, like really, really good and detailed, and I was like, no one look at mine because it looks so bad. But it was fun to do for a while, and then I was like, oh my goodness, mine looks so terrible. But I can still kind of work with it if I want to just take all the tentacles off. We'll see. But it was fun. It was a really fun day for professional development, like what we did, the yarn and the skull. But yeah, this is how it came out. It still needs to be baked, but I'm just trying to decide if I want to try to fix it. But right now I need a break from the clay because it's getting frustrated. This is the one I really like, but oh well, it was fun.